Hello, hi there, thanks so much for joining. How are you doing? I'm Gail. Looking a bit dishevelled today. So I have been quite regularly doing demos and things like that, and I'm just trying a bit of an experiment today. So I'm trying to see whether the new link sticker on Instagram works to go to YouTube. So I quite like streaming on Instagram as well. I can't stream music, backing music, and I really like having a bit of backing music. So tell me if the microphone is too loud or too quiet. Do pour yourself a cup of tea, say hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm hopefully live on, oh great, thanks, I'm hopefully live on YouTube as well, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, UK Gaming Guy, nice to meet you. How are you doing? Are you north, south, west, east? I'm in Bristol. And today what I'm going to be doing, so this is just a commission that I'm working on. It's a house portrait. I quite often do cats and dogs and people and things. But what I've done is I've kind of inked it in. So I've used a pen, this pen here, and basically got it this far. I'll move it to the drawing board and then you can see better. There we go. Move out a bit. There we are. So I do a layer of pencil, a layer of ink, and then I've rubbed out the pencil. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. I'll just focus it and then you can see. Do you paint? Do you paint or draw? Or are you gaming? Are you like a variety streamer? Right. So the brief. So I've basically done. I've run some stuff past the customer. She's really happy with the basic thing here. And oh, you do art and gaming. Oh, cool. What sort of art do you do? Because I could ask you about the gaming, but I know sweet FA about gaming. So unless it's Fortnite, I won't know what you're talking, or FIFA, I won't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So basically, this is just like traditional pen and ink and watercolour. I'll show you. I've got. So here's one I prepared earlier. This is the sort of technique. This is one I did in Dubai. I used to live in Dubai. I don't know. It's a golf course. That's like the clubhouse at the golf course. So this is the sort of technique that I'm doing, and but I'm doing it for a house. I've got a couple of reference photos, but this is the one I'll be mostly using here. And I'm going to try and put some family members in the windows. I probably won't do that today. So today, canvas art, acrylic, water, oil, pencil, animal figures, creatures. Oh, cool. Oh, we've probably got quite a lot in common then. Are you on Instagram? Yeah, I'd love to have a look at your work if you're on there, or if you've got somewhere where you show it. See if I put this here. I'm going to put my watercolours. What tends to happen with my streams is I take absolutely ages to get going, and then a child comes in with a cup of tea, hopefully. But he's already been in. I've just taught my youngest to make tea. What a result! Right. So okay. So the client, I sent a load of questions, and she has said she would like no clouds in the sky, none of this stuff here. So I'm going to just do a plain wash of blue on the sky. I've got this mount card here, really just so I don't have anything set up yet. Oh right, okay. Oh, I'm such a newbie at Discord. Are you on Brian? Gyre Brian. Oh, Brian, I was just talking about you. UK Gaming Guy, are you on Brian's stream? on his Discord. Hello Brian, nice to see you. This is a really impromptu stream, and I'm really just trying, because there's a new sticker on Instagram. You can put a link sticker, so I thought I'd see whether that would link up with YouTube. Anyway, lovely Saturday today, isn't it? UK gaming guy Brian is really cheeky, so you're absolutely welcome to give him as much grief as you like, and you can be. But I do have to check out his stream and his art as well. Brian, UK gaming guy, does acrylic, water, oil, pencil, animal figures, creatures. So we have lots in common. Anyway, I was just saying today I'm doing this. But yeah, how are you, Brian? So I'm going to mix up a bit of sky colour. No, I've used up all my popcorn. But you get extra marks for paying attention. So this I'm using for sky. You're doing great. Oh, are you? Oh, Brian, you should be painting, mate. Okay, I could maybe take that up a little bit. What do you think? Then you can see a bit more. I've got a terrible reflection going on. I'm super unprepared. And maybe if I can put something here. Put that there. There we go. Right, so sky, top tip with watercolours, always use artist quality watercolours. Oils, actually, I don't know what you think, Brian, but I don't think it makes such a difference. But for watercolours it really makes a difference, just the quality of the pigments, I think. And also brushes, I'm not massively keen on using sable. I should think there's probably some welfare issues around using sable, but I have some sable brushes and they are really great. Oh, you think it does make a big difference with ours? Right, let's have a little debate. We've lost UK gaming guy, I think, Brian. It's just you and me. UK gaming guy, give us a shout if you're still there, but I think you probably got bored of the rambling. Right. Why do you think it makes a difference with oils? I just say what I read and heard was that it's just the density of the pigment. One tube complete. Ah, yes, yeah, yes. That I definitely agree with, Brian. Yeah, they go further. But with yeah, what I'd heard and my experience was, can I see like that? How's that? Was that with watercolours it's actually worse. It's like a synthetic pigment, but I might be wrong. It's not obvious on the canvas. No. Right. I just put my nice flattering light on. Hang on 1 second, as it's you. Is that any better? There, do I look like 10 years younger? Right. Brian, I'm sorry about your mum's parcel. What are we going to do? I've got some reasonable photographs which I might be able to send, like digital versions. I'll go down to the post office and ask in person. Anyway, right, so I'm going to do the sky. And do you use artist colour dye for your hair? Of course. Only the best for me. Yeah, what happened to the parcel? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna get some brushes. So, it's so weird that the other one made it, and they looked no different. They were both gifts, and so I don't know why it didn't get through, and it's very frustrating, isn't it? So what we're going to do? Sure, the fault is at the POs because it's untrackable. Well, I can go in and ask in the post office locally. Next time I'm in there, I will ask, and they're very helpful. Should I do a bit of painting? just to make it worth it. I don't know if this link has worked on Instagram. I'm just going to have a quick look. I posted on my story. Yeah, so let me just see if I can. It seems a bit strange that the story didn't post. Okay. Right. Visit link. See if that works. This is really exciting because I really want to be able to. Yes, it does. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's great. Right. Excellent. Yeah. So, have you seen on Instagram, Brian? You can now put link stickers, whatever number of followers you have. You don't have to have 16 million followers to put a link sticker on. Which means I guess they might lose a load of traffic, like I just did to YouTube. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna fill in some blue, just to get a bit of painting in. So that way I don't have to worry about formatting my live video for... Okay. Oh, the colour looks really different on the screen. So that's cerulean and that's cobalt. Well, I feel for your mum because I expect she got rather excited. Right, there's... they enabled it already for peasants like me. Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel bad about being excited about it because, yeah, they are. They're not the best, are they? But there we go. Right. So I'm just going to load up, get a load of it. Always have more than you think. This is a whole load of drama setting up this stream and things. I've been really experimenting with trying to stream, combine music and video input onto my phone from the computer, and that hasn't worked, so I've resorted to this. Right, okay, and just to test a little, I've got a watercolour to show you in a second, Brian. You might recognise it actually. Here. Lift this out. See if I can do a bit of like, do you know where that place is? There, does that ring any bells? This is, I just got this out to show the technique that I'm using. This is the golf course. I can't remember which one, there's several in Dubai, aren't there? But I think this is it the Emirates golf course? I'm not sure. I think there might be a ooh, Sydney, yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's I did an event there once where I did some live sketching. So yeah, so there's some bits of Dubai buildings. Anyway, there was a golfing event, and I was a live sketcher there, doing yeah, just sketching. Looks like Sydney. It does. You're right. It does. Okay, right. I'm going on. I'm actually putting it off because I'm a bit scared of this. But here we go. With your company, what could possibly go wrong? Ready? I'm going to get a bit quiet for this. I want to keep it nice and washy. Now, does watercolour dry lighter or darker? I can't remember. That's Izzy and Leon coming back from school. Leon's got an interview today for Media College. locally. So he's very excited about stopping school. And I quite often do this using... Have you? I didn't! Oh, nice. There we go. I quite like that, but I am going to fill it in. There we go. Hello, I am streaming, but only to Brian. How are you doing? Oh, come in. Hey Brian, look, here's Leon.
Hello.
Hang on, I'll put it on here. There.
Hello.
So Brian, it's the evening, he's chilling. He's chilling in, there we go.
Hi.
Alright. He's chilling at home, I think. And he's got a neighbour in Scotland, he just told me. What's with the necktie?
This.
Shut the door because you've got this dazzling light behind you. Yeah. Why have you got your tie on?
Because I just got back from school.
Yeah.
From torture.
It's not torture. It's a blessing.
As I came to tell you.
Yep. Me or Brian?
You.
Yep.
That they cancelled
They cancelled what?
the interview.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Because one of their member of staff is poorly.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, okay, fine. So what, they rescheduled? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought you about it.
Okay, fine. Alright, okay. Okay. Alright, well then we could do some revision, can't we?
No.
Yes, we can. Unlucky! Right, okay. Alright.
I'll leave you.
There's a smoothie upstairs. Help
That's
yourself.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. So.
Ciao, everyone.
That's quite a strong blue, isn't it?
It is.
But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to trust it to dry light. Yeah, so Leon goes to school and turns out he doesn't have an interview tonight. What's happening about your college, Brian? Is that done? It sounded like it was a financial constraint, which I'm very sorry to hear. Torture is not yet done. I am the best torturer, basically. He hates, it's quite a challenge. It's quite a challenge. Right, I put far too much colour in here. And I'm gonna, yeah. I could just sit and talk to you, but I feel like it would be good to get a little bit of this painting done. Right, let's get those roofs initially washed in. And I've got this white wall here. So, oh, actually, that's got a bit of blue, and the house next door has a little bit of blue, so I could do that while I've got the colours here. Right, so the house next door is more of what we would call a traditional sky blue. So I will maybe put a bit of something, and still, you'll be in Dubai. Oh, okay. Gonna go and see your mum. I should have posted your picture to you. Then you could have taken it. How's your streaming going, Brian? How's streaming and how's the Discord and everything? I'm gonna get my other watercolour thing out. Just need to knock this blue back. Ah, okay, Expo 2020. That's not. Are they calling it? Are they still calling it Expo 2020? I was wondering what they were going to do about that. Are you going with your gallery? Maybe this college thing was life's way of telling you that you just need to go for it with your art. I'm going to try a bit of a different blue. That's better. Okay. So I'm just going to do a little hint of the of colour on the house next door, but I don't want to. It's like the big park that has a display. Oh right. Oh, you got busy. Oh. What sort of busy? Okay. Right. So. So really, I'm just doing the negative space here. And I'm not putting detail in because I don't want to catch the eye. Right, that goes straight down. Ah, Gabrielle, the return of Brian. Oi, oi, hello. How nice. This is great. This was like an impromptu stream. I'm so glad I did. It's really nice to see you. Thanks, both. Oh, I've messed that up. Right, okay, let's go here. They're not going to get any windows in the house next door. They will. Right, their windowsill is at the same height. There we go. A little hint of windows. They've done white. And so I think these must be bike sheds. I don't know about you guys, but in England lots of people have they've started making bike sheds like next to in the front of the houses, for bikes and bins. I think that's what this is. Okay. That goes down to that like that. Hope you are well too. And I'm going to probably desaturate this bit for the shed. If I can find, let's put a bit of Payne's Grey in. Who uses Payne's Grey in their watercolour? I used to follow someone who did a lot of that in their skies, in their clouds. Right, just mixing up a bit of that for the neighbour's shed, which is quite dark. Test a bit. So the nice thing about this though is that it will allow me to define this wall, which ends here. So I'm going to just there, right. So that's really what I was going for, aiming for, was cutting into that there. Keeping it as loose as I can. There, right. And then this looks really strong. It's not as strong. Yeah, Brian, the Instagram thing, what you mean, the thing about, do you mean, did the link work? Yes, the link worked. Do you mean, have I been banned again? No, I haven't been banned. I survived another week. Yeah. Gabriel, unfortunately, I've got another account where I share figures and I share a lot of nudes, and unfortunately that got banned from Instagram. Got summarily executed. Yeah. So I haven't wasted too much time trying to protest. All I've done is, I'm just going to put the lid of that in. All I've done is start a new one, and I got lots of advice on not using certain hashtags. There's a sort of list of hashtags that basically if you use them you draw attention to yourself. So I'm going to just be a little bit more guarded, but still try and post the same stuff. And actually I'm being a bit more adventurous now because I've got less invested until I've posted a lot, and I did keep quite a few of the videos. I've got them on my Google Drive, so I'm going to start reposting them. And I've got the commission of the 2 big nudes that I'm doing is nearly finished, so I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to hold off probably posting that until it is finished, because I feel like I was a bit overdoing that. And I've got this fantastic cross-dresser whose portrait I'm doing a second one, so that's a nice thing to put on there. But yeah, people have been really lovely about the account being closed down. They do say any publicity is good publicity, don't they? Right. I don't really know what the texture is of this roof, but I'm just going to do something like that for now. And okay, so these roofs up here are really warm, as are the bricks, so they're probably not going to work very well with my supply here of that, so I might just move that out of the way and do some warm. Let's mix up. This is my paint pot, so I'm just going to try and mix up a little bit of neutral warm a light wash to start the roofs. It's a little bit more yellowy, so this is like a background wash. Let's see, I'll just check it up here. So that's the same paper. That's a bit strong. Add a bit of water. Okay, I'm using paper which it does slightly buckle rather disappointingly. It's quite heavy. It's watercolour paper. I haven't stretched it. Okay, all right, let's go in. Try and leave a few little bits of light. Oh, Brian, okay. Well, it was so nice to see you. Thanks so much for popping on. Really lovely to see you. Good night, and I'll be in touch about your picture if I hear anything. And let me know if you want me to just send your mum, try and get some digital. I could just do a good digital file, which if she printed it not too big, it would probably look fine. Good night, sleep well. Right, I don't want this to bleed into the sky, so I'm just going to be careful with that. The sky's still a bit wet. So this is really an undercoat, and then I can put something stronger over the top. Just check that. I'm just checking the kind of general hues of the roofs. So these, the chimneys are very slightly, I would say slightly yellower. Let's go a bit more yellow. Those bricks there, maybe even more. Lift a bit of that out, it's looking a bit dark. Although it does dry lighter. And then the neighbouring house is, I think the roof is slightly pinker. They tend to be different colours as they've, over the years, they've been retiled. So I'm going to go for a slightly pinker hue there. There we go. And even more on those tiles right at the top, the ridge tiles I think they're called. Right, now for harmony's purposes, I quite like to try and bring things together a bit. So I'm going to maybe do that half at the front with just a sweep of kind of neutral beigey brown. Let's check I've got, yeah, don't know what, it's just this here. I almost wanted like a dry brush kind of thing. And actually that shed there needs to come down a bit, so let's go in a little bit more of that blue. I'm just going to carry it down to here. And when that gets its next layer, that will harmonise those a bit more. Got a really cute sausage dog here. He's so sweet. Okay, and I need a bit of that sky colour as well in the windows, just to show the reflection. So I'll get that nice and a nice pure version on the paler side, just to go in where the glass is here. This one. And here. Okay. Right. Now this roof here is more red. Put some red on. And I'll put some here. I will put I'll put some details, some bricks and things in there. This is just getting that background colour in. And here. Okay. Right, so I'm just kind of working around looking for areas where I need this colour before I ditch it. And there's a really beautiful olive here, which I'm going to put on. I'm going quite strong with these colours, partly sort of just that's the way they've come out, but also The house itself is white, and I don't want the picture to look too pasty. So I'm just mixing up the colour of olive leaves here. There's a little olive tree in a pot, and let's get those started there. And they tend to they spur off a little bit, don't they, like that. Okay. Right, we have a black door, so I can get that in. Actually got a black. Don't usually use black, but it is jet black painted, so I think it's probably appropriate. Let's just test it here. That's not too dark. Now I'm going to do the door furniture in gold, so I'm going to leave that untouched. So I'm leaving gaps for the gold. That will be black and all that. Always good to use a bigger brush than you need. Okay, any more black? Right, so there's going to be some black on these windows here. I will have them with the blinds down, and the people will be in the bottom. So I think these top bits can be simply black here. I don't quite know what I'm going to do for the rest, but that much I know. I'm going to have lines in there. Can you see that? I'll zoom in a bit. Okay, there we go. Right. Ta-da, ta-da. If you're watching, welcome. I am just doing a really casual watercolour stream. So you don't obviously need to, but if you want to ask any questions or say hi, you'd be very welcome. Yeah, this is a watercolour commission. You can see it's still wet. I've done the ink, and I'm just kind of going around with colour by colour, finding areas where those colours are on the reference photo. I have to stop in a minute. And if you found me from YouTube, that's great. From Instagram, that is great. So a lot of this stream, the purpose was to basically try and establish whether I could do that. Okay, so let's come out a little bit. Starting to come together. So while I've got the black, I'm just going around doing little bits of black paint. I need to do this shadow under here. So that is a drain pipe. It's drying really quickly. Right, this, that's black under there. There is actually another shadow on the house, but this bit here is the drain, is the gutter, sorry, under the roof there. Okay. Right, goes there. Yeah, so these, it does look a bit weird and bitty to start with, and then hopefully if I just hold my course with the process, it will all start to make a bit more sense in a little while. let's fill in this drain pipe here. And we've got some shadows. We can maybe put a little bit of a dark browny shadow. Let's see if I've... Oh no, that's a dark blue, that's no use. Okay, I'm going to do a second layer up here, just try and get some structure under here. So there. And there's a bit under here on that chimney. That goes down there. And that's actually darker there, I think. Okay. Right, anywhere else I need black? I think I might just put these, put the slightly darker on that door, on the panels. It looks darker on my camera than it actually does on the paper. And I just want to give a little bit more of a sense of the difference between the panels on the door. So I'm just going to do those panels there a little bit darker. Just to emphasise the shape of the door. Could go either way really, I could have made the rest darker, but as they're receding there is a sort of a sense to that. And here's the pot, that's grey black there. And actually these tiles here are also a black here, so I can put those on. They are, yeah, using my other reference photo. Let's just check I've got a good colour. Right, yeah, that's a nice kind of slatey colour. So let's put those in, and they've got quite a bit of white between them as well. And they will throw up the dog. Lucky is the dog's name. There's a doormat coming on here. There's Lucky's tail. I'm not going to go too dark there because Lucky's head is dark, so I need Lucky to stand out a bit. There we go. This is a very blue black, and then the right, that goes up to that wall, so that kind of comes on there, I believe. There. Okay. And there's a... There we go. Lose a bit of paint from my brush. Lift a tiny bit that out to lighten it slightly. And It's like a grey threshold. Right, we've got a nice warm brown matte. Test that colour. Oh, that's a bit too yellow. Yeah. That's the doormat. And I think there's a line of it just inside the door. Yeah, just here. There we are. Okay, let's come out a bit. Right. So I'm going to need to work out what to do about this white wall because I can't leave it really plain white, but I will go away and think about that. So thanks, if anyone's still watching, thanks a lot. It's lovely to have you. Hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, thanks for joining. So it's great to know it works. And see you again. And follow that Brian.